Hello, everybody. It's been an issue on Capitol Hill, and today we got some details and perhaps some solutions to the sexual harassment problem. Today, members of a House committee heard scathing allegations about some of their own. And they got the news from two female House members, Virginia Congressmember Barbara Comstock and California Congresswoman Jackie Speier.
Somebody who I trust told me this situation. This member asked a staffer to bring them over some materials to their residence. And the young staffer, as a young woman, went there and was greeted with a member in a towel. It was a male, who then invited her in. At that point, he decided to expose himself. She left, and then she quit her job.
There are two members of Congress, Republican and Democrat, right now, who have been subject to review, or not have been subject to review, but have engaged in sexual harassment.
She didn't name the two. After today's hearing on sexual harassment, House Speaker Paul Ryan said the House will implement mandatory anti-harassment and anti-discrimination training for all members of Congress and their staffs. I want to bring in right now our two panelists, Rashad Gaines, he's with Young Democrats of America, and Angela Marabito. She's with Stand United, a petition platform for people with conservative values. Let me get the two of you to comment on what you just heard from the two members of Congress. Let's start with you, Angela.
Well, I think it's horrifying but not surprising that Paul Ryan thinks that members of Congress need training to not sexually harass people who work for them. I think if you want to have a sexual harassment training, we can do it right now, and it goes like this. There are two reasons that you need to treat women like people. The first is that we have rights and we deserve your respect. The second is that if you don't, we know who you are and we will end your career. If the first reason isn't compelling enough to treat women properly, I can only hope that the second one will be, and that people on Capitol Hill will get their acts together.
Got it.
Corporations are made of people. People make up corporations. We can see all across the board where major companies have implemented all of these anti-harassment practices and trainings up and down the board, from the most minute levels of their organization all the way up to the executive level. But guess what? People still do it every day. Men and women are sexually harassed by their bosses or very powerful people in organizations, and we've not seen this stop. Congress is no different.
I'm stunned. I've been covering this issue for years. You know, it'll be an issue, then it's not an issue for 10 years, right. Then it comes up again. But the fact that each Congress member has his or her own policy is what really floors me here. That makes the Congress member the judge and jury in all of these cases. Would you not agree?
But what excuse me, what happens when the congressperson is the assailant? Yeah. Like, so who's checking them? Right. That's the real question.
You make my point.
And it might be an issue in the media once every few years, once every time there's a big scandal every once in a while. But for women and for, even men are victims too. This is an issue every day that they go to work.